Welcome to Sampson's Judo. Today we're going to be covering a nice technique, possibly one of the most popular techniques in Judo, or it's very recognized. It's called Ippon Seoi Nage, single arm shoulder throw. So we'll cover and explain to you how it works. Hope you enjoy this one. Thank you. Ippon Seoi Nage, it's a hand technique which requires a lot of hip movement as well. We demonstrated from 4 different directions just to give you a view how it works. And now we're going to break it down. There are a number of key points which we need to pay attention to. The first thing that's very, very important is Uki standing in a straight line, and we do the basic breaking of the balance, which is bringing Uki onto his toes. Kuzushi comes into play in all techniques. So never try to throw someone while they're flat-footed. Always bring them on their toes or on their heels, whether it's a rear technique. Okay, we start by taking hold, normal kumikata, fingers working inwards, just below the shoulder, just by the chest. The second hand comes underneath the elbow. A lot of people tend to hold on the top. It's much more effective, much more control if you hold just underneath the elbow, nice and deep inside. So that's your first grip. Uki and Tori hold in the same way. The first thing I've got to do, I've got to enter Uki by working in a cross-section direction. There are different ways of entering Ippon Seoi Nage, but we'll just do the basic entry. Take hold, bring your right toe to your right, Uki's right toe. That's the first step. And at the same time as you step, I need to break Uki's balance forward. It's not good for me to step, then break his balance. It has to be done automatic. Instantaneous. So take hold, and as you step in, Uki is lifted, elevated off the mat. The second step is for the arm to come under the shoulder. Now a lot of people tend to attack the elbow for this throw. I really don't know why, but it's very, very important. One of the things I say is to try and touch Uki's ear. So if you step nice and deep and try and touch his ear, that way you actually can grab hold of the lapel up here of the shoulder. You can have the hand extended, or you can actually grab hold of the jacket. What's also important for Ippon Seoi Nage is that when you trap the shoulder, be careful that the shoulder doesn't end up on top of your neck muscles. Because when you try to lift, Uki will end up going in the opposite direction. So make sure the shoulder does go to the shoulder and not on top of your arm. It's a common practice that people turn like this and put the arm up here, which I call a dustbin throw. The reason for that is because it's rubbish. While this is happening, my left hand is constantly pulling forward. So 2 opposite forces allows my right hand to make good connection with Uki's shoulder. My left foot enters by stepping backwards. So when you turn, your feet are inside Uki. Make sure the legs are not wide apart. Make sure they're not uneven. This is a very common situation because that plays havoc with your dynamics and it will make the technique not work very properly. The idea is as you turn around and I'm standing exactly the same way, facing the same direction as Uki. Comfortable position, not wide apart. So step, enter, nice and deep. Don't pull down, keep Uki up, elevated off the mat all the time. This is called tsukuri, which is the direction and floating of the throw. From here, as you turn in with your left foot, your head action turns and looks the other direction. My knees are bent, there's good body contact. My hips have to be just underneath Uki's belt. Don't try to turn in and be very high. You've got to drop low, so Uki's dynamics starts to drop forward. Turn your head round, make the contact. At this stage, my own positioning is very important. I shouldn't be flat-footed, my heels should be off the mat. That's very, very important for the way my knees work. My flexibility has to be in such that I can actually throw or spring, or later on it will be very important for me to be able to do transitions. So don't enter flat-footed. Turn it with your toes up, knees bent, stay relaxed, good contact with the shoulder, good kuzushi, good tsukuri, good turning with the head action, your hips underneath your opponent's hips, and then all that's left for me to turn my head and execute the throw. So step, up, shoulder, left, turn, up, and throw. Good execution of Ippon Seoi Nage. Once again, there's the position. Every time I step, hand action comes up and forward. Keep him onto his toes while the shoulder comes through. Bring your left wing so it's tight. Turn, hips close to keep good body contact. Step, and there's the technique. All I've got to do from here is to control, turn my head to the side, and throw uki, which should land in front of me. If uki lands to the side, you've done something wrong. With Ippon Seoi Nage, it needs to go over your head and it needs to land in front. And as always in Judo, we support uki to keep control, to go into transition, also stops him getting hurt. So, that's Ippon Seoi Nage.